Hey guys, Team Moons here, and today we're coming at you with a deck profile for Gallis, FTK, OTK. Now this deck is the cancer of Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck is comparable to Exodia, it's comparable to Chain Burn, and it's comparable to anything that makes your opponent want to probably punch you in the face. It's very unfun to play against, and it's only moderately fun to play just because it's kind of funny. But I definitely wouldn't recommend bringing this to like a regionals or YCS or anything. The deck's really solid when it works, but a lot of the time it doesn't. It's pretty inconsistent, even though you have a lot of draw and a lot of search. It falls to back row. It falls to bottomless, and it falls to debunk, pretty much. Anyway, I'll explain the combo when we get to it, since I assume a lot of people probably don't know how to do it. But basically, you start off with your three. It's a 3-card FTK. Kawaki Doom is your first card you're going to need. Then it's going to be your Gallis, the Star Beast. And then it's going to be your 1 Birdman. Now, back a couple years ago when I ran this deck, Birdman was up 3. Made it a lot better, but since you only have 1 now, you need to be a lot more careful with what you're doing. So the combo is one of each of these cards. So Kawaki Doom, its effect is during the main phase. No player can activate cards or monster effects of light and dark monsters that activate in the main phase. So you're going to want to normal summon this guy, and then have these 2 cards in your hand. Gallis the Star Beast effect is you can mill the top card of your deck if it's a monster, inflict damage to your opponent times its level times 200. This deck is 100% monsters, it runs no spells or traps, so it's always going to be a monster card, which is solid and vital for the deck. And then you're going to have your Gen X Ally Birdman. His effect is you can bring a monster card back from your field to your hand to special summon this card. Now the way the combo works is you summon Kawaki Doom, and you're going to activate the effect of the Gallis Star Beast in your hand to special summon itself and mill the top card of your deck and inflict damage. Then you're going to activate your Gen X Ally Birdman in your hand, bringing Gallis back to your hand. But where Gen X Ally Birdman's a dark monster, Kawaki Doom will allow him to be special summoned, so he stays in your hand, but you still have to return the Gallis for cost. And basically you just infinitely do that over and over again until your opponent dies. So it's pretty degenerate, and no one likes to face it, and it's pretty shitty. So other than the combo, your whole deck's based around getting those cards or disrupting your opponent's plays so they don't kill you. So you're running 3 Koinorma and a Pot of the Forbidden. Now this is just like a cycle engine, so like you're going to go through, basically depending on how many monsters they have, you're going to go Koinorma into Forbidden, or like 3 into Forbidden, or 1 into Forbidden, doesn't really matter. Basically you want your end result to be Forbidden, because when you flip them you draw 2 cards, which is really, really good. Actually one of these is supposed to be, actually in the whole deck there's 3 cards that shouldn't be there, because they're going to get replaced with a card called Deep Diver, which is like a battle effect. Like when he gets destroyed, you can put 1 monster from your deck onto the top of your deck, like a bubble chain. So one of those is Koinorma. I'll explain the rest when we get to them. Next you're running the hands. You're running 3 Fire Hand, 3 Ice Hand. They cycle through each other, so it thins out your deck, and gets rid of their bottomless, which fucks you up, and gets rid of all their monsters, which is really, really good. Helps you not die. Next you're running triple card D. You need to draw cards. If you don't draw cards, you don't win. Same reason why I run Maxi. You don't even run Maxi to stop them from doing stuff. You're just running Maxi to draw cards. Next you run your Searcher cards. You run 2 Gen X Neutron, sorry. At the end phase that he was summoned, you get to search for a machine type tuner, which is your Birdman. So if you have the other 2 pieces, you summon him next turn, you have the combo. 1 Sphere Chaos. I would bump this up to 3, but I don't have any more, and he's like a $12 Raging Battle Secret Rare, so I don't really want to order it just for this deck. What he is when he's summoned, you can add any level 3 monster to your hand, which is every single piece of the combo. Gallis, Doom, and Birdman are all level 3. Next you run 3 Vampire Dragons. One of these is supposed to be another Deep Diver, by the way. When this card is sent to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, you can put a level 4 or lower monster from your deck to your hand. So pretty much any of the combo pieces. I would run, if I had more Sphere of Chaos, I would cut this entirely, because Sphere of Chaos does the exact same thing, but it's better because it doesn't need to go to the graveyard. So in case they bounce it or banish it, you would still get its effect. But right now he's solid. Like, he's fine. He does his job. Next, the last card that shouldn't be in here is one Spirit Reaper. But for the meantime, he's pretty good. Like, he's just another way for you not to die. Pretty much, it's pretty decent. Next, you run a whole lot of hand traps. You run 2 Gores, so you don't die. 2 Construction Train Signal Red, so you don't die. Triple Battle Fader, so you don't die. Basically, this deck wants to have more hand traps that put something on the field so you contribute for Sphere of Chaos and for Vampire Dragon. So, like, we're only running 1 Swiss Scarecrow because we do want to have things on the field to tribute for. Like, obviously, Swiss Scarecrow is better than Battle Fader, but we want something on the field to tribute. And lastly, in the deck, we run 3 Speedward Menko. He's just another way not to die. So the whole deck's basically don't die, draw cards, cycle through cards until you get to the combo. If you get the combo and they don't have their bottomless or their warning or whatever the fuck they have as back row, you pretty much win the whole duel. Like, they can't Valor you because it's light, they can't Pleiades because it's light, they can't do anything because all the good, like, disruption effects are like light and dark. So they can only pretty much use their trap cards. So it's a fun deck to play. I wouldn't play it anything other than locals or just for fun. And if you bring it to a tournament, people are probably going to hate you because they're going to have to put like a bunch of cards in your side specifically for this deck. It does fall to the side deck pretty easily, but yeah, it's a pretty fun deck. If you have any questions or any suggestions, you can feel free to comment in the section below. Subscribe to see more deck profiles, and we're going to do some openings soon. And just any other videos you would like to see, you can let us know. And that's Team Moon signing out. Thanks.